Imagine a world where love and fear are the ultimate forces that govern human behavior. In such a world, leaders and rulers would have the power to influence the very actions of those around them simply by understanding and harnessing these primal emotions. This concept might sound like the plot of an ancient political drama, but it's actually a profound insight from one of the most influential thinkers of the Renaissance, Niccolò Machiavelli. His famous assertion that men are driven by two principal impulses, either by love or by fear, highlights the foundational role these emotions play in our actions and decisions, especially when it comes to leadership and control. Machiavelli, in his seminal work The Prince, delves into the psychological motivations behind human behavior, specifically how love and fear can be manipulated to maintain power. But how accurate is Machiavelli's view? Does fear really outweigh love as the more reliable tool for rulers? In this essay, we will explore Machiavelli's idea of love and fear as the driving forces of human behavior, considering how they apply not only in politics but also in everyday life. Before we dive deep into the mind of Machiavelli, I'd like to extend a warm welcome to all of you watching. If you're new to the channel, welcome aboard. This is The Unfolding Journey, where we explore timeless philosophical ideas, historical insights, and life-changing lessons from the great thinkers and events that have shaped our world. Today, we're going to unravel some of the most powerful emotional forces that drive us all: love and fear. Whether you're a history buff, a philosophy enthusiast, or simply someone curious about the nature of human behavior, this journey will challenge your perspectives and offer new ways to understand power dynamics in personal and professional settings. So, grab a seat, get comfortable, and let's embark on this exploration of Machiavelli's fascinating ideas on leadership and human nature. Machiavelli's theory is as simple as it is profound. He believed that all human actions are motivated by one of two emotions: love or fear. According to him, love has the power to inspire loyalty, but it is a fragile force, easily lost and difficult to sustain. On the other hand, fear, though not as inspiring as love, can be a much more reliable motivator. Fear is a constant force that can be wielded to keep people in check, ensuring their obedience even when loyalty or affection is lacking. In his The Prince, Machiavelli goes so far as to suggest that a ruler should be neither feared nor loved exclusively. Instead, he argues, a ruler must strike a balance, preferably leaning more towards fear, because fear can be controlled, while love often cannot. A ruler who is loved might be respected, but love can be fickle and change with circumstances. A ruler who is feared, however, commands respect and obedience by mere virtue of the consequences attached to defying them. But why is fear a more dependable motivator for rulers? And how does this understanding shape Machiavelli's broader political philosophy? To understand Machiavelli's reasoning, let's first explore the power of love. At its best, love can inspire loyalty and devotion, motivating people to act selflessly for the good of the ruler. People who love their leader might fight for them, work for their success, and defend their interests even when it is difficult to do so. Love creates bonds that transcend mere duty, making individuals more willing to sacrifice their own needs for the collective good of the ruler's cause. However, Machiavelli acknowledges that love is not a permanent or reliable force. People are inherently fickle, and their feelings can change quickly. A leader who has earned the love of their subjects might lose that love just as easily if they fail to meet the people's expectations, betray their trust, or face difficult circumstances. Furthermore, love often requires the leader to be virtuous and just, qualities that, while important, may not always align with the brutal realities of maintaining power. Take, for example, the challenges faced by historical rulers, such as King Louis XVI of France or Tsar Nicholas II of Russia. Both were beloved by many of their subjects in the beginning, but their inability to adapt to changing political realities and their failure to address the needs of their people led to their downfall. In both cases, their love was fickle, easily eroded by a series of unfortunate events. This is the core problem Machiavelli points to when he suggests that love, while powerful, cannot always be relied upon as a motivator for maintaining control. If love is fleeting, then fear, according to Machiavelli, is far more dependable. Fear is tied to the instincts of self-preservation. It motivates people to act in ways that protect their well-being. When people fear a ruler, they are less likely to rebel or defy authority because they are aware of the consequences. In a world where the fear of punishment or retribution looms large, individuals are more likely to remain obedient, simply out of self-interest. Machiavelli is careful to note that fear must not turn into hatred, as excessive cruelty or mistreatment can backfire, leading to revolt. However, fear can be carefully managed, as it is much easier to maintain control over the perception of fear than the affection of love. A leader can create a reputation for being tough, decisive, and unyielding, which will encourage compliance from those around them. In contrast, a ruler who tries to keep their subjects' love may face unpredictability in their relationships. The fear of punishment, whether through physical harm, imprisonment, or social ostracism, can ensure that subjects continue to behave according to the ruler's desires. Take the example of some of history's most notorious tyrants, rulers like Adolf Hitler or Joseph Stalin, whose power was built largely on fear. While their methods were extreme, their regimes thrived for a time precisely because they used fear as a tool of control, with dissenters punished harshly, leaving many unwilling to challenge their rule. Machiavelli's theory emphasizes that fear, when applied in a controlled and calculated manner, can be far more effective than love in keeping a ruler's power intact. The ruler's ability to instill fear in their subjects creates a sense of dependence on the ruler, fostering obedience not out of affection, but out of survival instinct. While Machiavelli leans toward the superiority of fear over love, he does not dismiss the importance of both. His famous advice to rulers is that they should strive to be both feared and loved, but if they must choose one over the other, fear should be the preferred option. A ruler who is loved by the people but not feared may find that their power is too weak to withstand external threats or internal dissent. On the other hand, a ruler who is feared but not loved can still maintain control, provided they avoid becoming despised to the point of revolt. Machiavelli's insight into the balance between these two forces is particularly relevant in today's world, where modern leaders face complex challenges that require navigating both the affection and resentment of their subjects. Whether in politics, business, or personal relationships, understanding how to harness the emotional power of love and fear can lead to more effective leadership. The most successful leaders are often those who understand the nuances of human behavior and adjust their approach to meet the needs of their time. Machiavelli's exploration of love and fear as the two primary emotional forces that drive human behavior remains a powerful and thought-provoking idea. While love may inspire loyalty, fear offers the stability and control needed for lasting influence. Leaders who can master both, understanding when to appeal to affection and when to use fear, can maintain power and navigate the complex dynamics of leadership. As we've seen throughout history, power dynamics shift, and the balance between love and fear can determine a ruler's success or failure. The key takeaway from Machiavelli's work is the idea that human emotions, particularly love and fear, shape not only individual behavior, but also the way societies function and thrive under leadership. Understanding these forces and using them wisely can be the difference between a fleeting reign and one that endures through the ages. Thank you for joining us on this insightful journey through Machiavelli's philosophy of love and fear. If you enjoyed this exploration and want to dive deeper into more fascinating ideas from history, philosophy, and human nature, be sure to subscribe to our channel, The Unfolding Journey. We have many more thought-provoking discussions, analyses, and explorations waiting for you. Don't forget to hit the bell icon so you never miss out on new content. See you in the next video.